Welcome to Retirement with Jim. So today we talk about don't let fear stop you from retiring. So before we get started, if you like my content, please hit the like and subscribe button. Helps my channel grow. And feel free to leave comments. Love to hear from you. Okay, let's get started. So fear. It's something that stops us quite often in our tracks with things we want to do. And it's kind of the fear of the unknown. So we use fear as a reason to stall retirement or not get into retirement because we're afraid. We're afraid of what might happen. None of us have a crystal ball, so we're kind of like, okay, I don't know how this is going to turn out. Well, what we kind of forget is we underestimate our ability to adapt. We do much better than we think because as humans, we kind of adapt to the situation and figure out a way to, get around it, improve it, and move beyond it. So fear is something that we have to learn to control a little better and help ourselves move beyond it. Now, you need less than what you think to retire. And it all comes down to needs versus wants. So if you can look at your retirement and plan for your needs, then you're probably ready to go. You've got all of your needs filled. Because remember, as you get older, things will change. There'll be less things that you want. And the want category is really kind of what drives us to maybe stall off retirement and not quickly go into it or do it later versus earlier, or in some cases don't do it at all because we think we need all these different things. And if you stop and kind of analyze your life and things you have and what goes on around you, you will come to realize that you may have all the things you already need. You need to have a better control over the things you want. How important are they? Really, you need to prioritize the things that you want to figure out if they even belong on the list. Is it something you really can do without? Or is it something you got to have that, it's just an absolute, I got to have this and it's part of my needs list. Be someone who says, I got to have that boat. I can't live without it. It's, what I'm going to do. Things that, may cost you money. So that you got to really think about, do I really want to spend that? Do I need to spend that? So the needs versus wants, important factor. Next up on there is, stop watching the news media. They're negative all the time. And that's for a reason. And negativity, sells, the news media. It really helps them drive, their viewership. This is the word I guess I was looking for. But it's not necessarily a good thing. They're in it for that purpose. So, maybe say to yourself, watch a little less and take it all with a grain of salt because they drive it that way for a reason. And thinking positive and seeing positive things, you don't see too many positive things in the news anymore. So it's nice to have some positive things. They're better for your life, believe me. Time versus money. Well, we all know you can't buy time. And you got to ask yourself, money, how much money do I need? Well, we all kind of are geared towards, we want as much as we can. But keep in mind that when people retire, only 3% of everyone who retires has $1 million or more. So kind of begs the question, do you really need to retire with $1 million? Probably not. You can probably do it with much, much less. You just gotta do your research, do your homework, and find out where the needs category kind of ends and then starts to go into the wants category. Because if you can fulfill that, there you go. You're all ready. and retire to something. Have a plan. Think about what you want to do. Think about what you want to spend your time doing. I spent a lot of time, working. Work was what I did my whole life. It was, I never realized how much I really devoted to just simply working. I went to lunch yesterday with a good friend of mine, my old boss. And I'm talking about work and talking about how things were and what was going on and, how he was doing and how the company was doing. And I worked for a great place, good company, a lot of, a lot of good people there. I worked for Marshall's Distribution, the TJX Marshall stores. Very good place, good company. But like anything else, it's driven by its KPIs and its need to move forward. When I listened to him talk, I realized, wow, I don't miss that. I don't miss that at all. And, and he loves the job he does. He loves being there. I did too. He's probably the one really good friend I had that I truly miss, seeing every day. But life goes on. It's time to, call that quits and move on from there. But I realized I really didn't miss, the pressure of all the things you had to do and accomplish. So that was a good realization for me that I didn't need to accomplish anything else. I'm happy being me. I'm happy, doing what I do. Whether it's something, that I just enjoy out of pure happiness or, it's something that where I feel like I don't have to do things anymore. And it's nice to just kick back and relax, enjoy the day, the weather here in the Phoenix area, the Southwest, it's been kind of cold. Well, if any of you watched my earlier videos, you'll see that I was always on my golf cart. I'm indoors because it's just too darn cold out there. So, I'm hoping for the warm weather to return as quickly as possible, because my wife and I would like to make some trips where I will do some of these videos in the trips that I plan to do. So I'm looking forward to that, giving you some more information, but doing it from some really nice locations and some beautiful scenery around the country. Part of my plan. So with that, I'm going to remind you, don't let fear stop you. If you got your needs fulfilled, you're ready. Go for it. Enjoy the life that comes with retirement. And there's a lot of joy in it. So with that, I'm going to tell you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.